Hidden beneath the quiet waters of a flooded rice field, two male betta fish begin another peaceful patrol of their tiny territories. Their world is surprisingly small. Within just a few meters, these remarkable fish know every root, grass, entrance. Every movement is deliberate. Even the slightest pause may reveal tiny creatures hidden among the grasses. To an outside observer, this quiet journey may seem uneventful, yet every route has been shaped by instinct. Although famous for fierce displays in captivity, wild betta fish often spend long moments in quiet assessment. This gentle circling is less a challenge than a conversation. Through posture, color, and movement, each fit. Life here is built upon countless small connections. Roots shelter insects, insects feed fish. Seen up close, their intricate scales catch the morning light like polished metal. Every color serves as reference. Their patrol is almost complete. Within this small territory, every familiar landmark offers safety, shelter, patience. As the morning quietly unfolds, the flooded rice field returns to stillness. Hidden beneath its tranquil surface, morning brings new opportunities. Tiny insect larvae gather among fallen leaves, providing an essential source of nourishment. Unlike fast-moving predators, betta fish rely on patience. Every pause allows them to detect the smallest movements hidden within the flooded vegetation. A single mosquito larva may seem insignificant, yet countless small meals like these sustain life throughout the changing seasons. The strike is almost invisible. Precision, rather than speed, is often the key to survival in these shallow freshwater wetlands. Every root, leaf, and blade of grass shelters another small community. Together, they form one of the stations. In waters like these, survival depends upon constant awareness. Even the smallest movement beneath the mud may reveal the next meal. Their graceful movements conceal remarkable efficiency. Every journey through this flooded landscape is carefully measured. Each successful capture is modest. Yet together, these countless moments sustain an entire lifetime beneath the quiet surface. With the morning's search complete, the pair resumes its quiet patrol, following pathways remembered through instinct and experience. Hidden beneath the flooded fields, another quiet chapter comes to an end. Yet within this small territory, as the morning matures, the flooded rice field becomes increasingly active. Yet the bettas remain unhurried. Patience is one of nature's greatest hunting strategies. Here, every pause allows hidden life to reveal itself. Above them floats a living canopy. Even the smallest plants provide shelter for countless microscopic creatures. Decaying leaves may appear lifeless, yet they nourish entire communities of insects, crustaceans, and microorganisms beneath the water's surface. Within this peaceful world, beauty is never separate from function. Every color, every movement, and every quiet pause serves a purpose. Although often seen alone, neighboring bettas constantly interpret one another's movements, balancing caution with familiarity inside overlapping territories. The flooded fields support an astonishing diversity of life. Even the smallest inhabitants contribute to the Nothing here is wasted. Every grain of mud, every fallen leaf, and every drifting particle plays its role within this living landscape. For these remarkable fish, survival is measured not by dramatic journeys, but by faithfully knowing every corner of a home no larger than a garden pond. As another quiet patrol comes to an end, the hidden world beneath the rice fields continues unseen. As the sun climbs higher, the flooded wetland settles into a quieter rhythm. The bettas continue their patient patrol. Even the quietest corners of the rice field are alive. Invisible communities flourish upon every submerged surface, supporting an extraordinary chain of life. Aquatic plants quietly transform sunlight into life, releasing oxygen that sustains countless freshwater creatures hidden beneath the surface. Every fallen leaf becomes a miniature ecosystem. Within days, it supports insects, snails, bacteria, and fungi. These narrow channels connect countless flooded fields, allowing freshwater life to spread across the landscape with each changing season. Balance is everything. Every graceful movement is carefully controlled, allowing these remarkable fish. Although this territory is small, it contains everything they need: food, shelter, familiar pathways, Hidden from view, an entire universe of microscopic life drifts through the water, nourishing species both large and small in this remarkable wetland. Their world may appear unchanged, yet every passing hour subtly reshapes the rhythm of life beneath the flooded fields. Beneath the still waters of a flooded rice field, another peaceful chapter quietly fades. As afternoon fades, the flooded rice field begins another gentle transformation. Light softens.
The richest moments in nature are often the quietest. Here, even drifting fragments of plant life nourish an unseen community beneath the water.
The floating leaves above provide more than shade. They moderate temperature, shelter countless small creatures. Every gentle disturbance returns quickly to stillness. In this hidden world, balance is restored almost as soon as it is broken. As daylight slowly fades, the wetlands glow with remarkable warmth. Even beneath the surface, the changing...
Seen closely, their brilliant colors remain among the most remarkable displays found within the quiet freshwater wetlands of Southeast Asia.
Territory is more than a place. It is a living memory, built from countless familiar landmarks explored day after day. Around them, life unfolds at every scale. From microscopic plankton to graceful fish, Around them, life unfolds at every scale. From microscopic plankton to graceful fish, As daylight begins to fade, the flooded rice field enters one of its most peaceful moments. Gentle evening light. Nothing is hurried here. Even the search for food follows an ancient rhythm, shaped by patience rather than speed.
As the sun lowers, light becomes softer and richer, transforming even ordinary flooded fields into landscapes of remarkable beauty.
Every small disturbance soon disappears. The wetland quietly restores itself, maintaining a delicate balance refined through countless generations. The flooded rice field may appear simple, yet every layer, from floating plants to muddy soil, supports an astonishing diversity of freshwater life. Up close, every scale reflects the changing light like polished metal, revealing colors that have evolved through millions of years of natural selection. Their movements appear almost choreographed, yet each decision is guided by instinct, experience, and an intimate knowledge of this remarkable habitat. Countless unseen organisms drift through the water around them, forming the invisible foundation of one of Southeast Asia's richest freshwater ecosystems. Their world extends only a few meters, yet within these quiet boundaries lies everything required for survival. Even as daylight begins to fade, the quiet rhythm of the flooded rice field continues uninterrupted. Beneath the oceans, as evening approaches, activity slows. Yet every careful movement still reflects a life of adaptation. Twilight transforms the wetland once again. Colors soften, shadows deepen, and another chapter of the underwater world quietly begins.
What appears peaceful is, in reality, a landscape of endless activity. Every organism plays it.
As the light fades, familiar pathways remain unchanged. Instinct guides the Bettas through a landscape they know with extraordinary precision. Even in fading light, their brilliant colors remain unmistakable, a reminder that beauty and survival are often inseparable in the natural world. There is no urgency now. The flooded wetland settles into stillness, and every movement becomes quieter with the approaching night. Long after darkness arrives, countless microscopic organisms will continue their silent journeys through these tranquil waters. Within a territory scarcely larger than a small room, these remarkable fish have revealed an entire world of quiet complexity and extraordinary resilience. With daylight almost gone, the rice field enters its quietest hours. Beneath the fading light, even in dim light, the flooded wetland remains alive. Countless microscopic organisms continue their endless journeys through the water. As darkness approaches, color gradually gives way to silhouette. Yet the landscape remains instantly familiar to those who call it home. The smallest movement leaves only a fleeting trace. Within moments, the quiet balance of the wetland is restored once again. Every familiar pathway remains unchanged. Guided by instinct and memory, the Bettas move effortlessly through a world. Even beneath fading light, every graceful movement reflects millions of years of adaptation to these remarkable freshwater wetlands. No two evenings are exactly alike, yet the quiet rhythm of this hidden world remains wonderfully constant. Long after the sun has disappeared, countless invisible lives continue beneath the surface, sustaining an ecosystem of extraordinary richness. For these remarkable fish, every journey ends where it began. Within a territory only a few meters wide, an entire lifetime quietly unfolds. Night settles gently across the flooded rice fields. Hidden beneath calm waters, 2 betta fish vanished. Night has finally arrived. Beneath the flooded rice fields, the familiar landscape remains unchanged, though it's even with darkness does not bring stillness. It simply reveals another chapter in the lives of creatures perfectly adapted to this hidden freshwater world. Even beneath the quiet glow of the moon, countless microscopic lives continue their invisible journeys through the flooded fields. The wetlands never truly sleep. Every hour belongs to different creatures, each continuing the endless cycle of life. Guided by instinct rather than light, the Bettas navigate every familiar pathway with remarkable confidence. Even beneath the darkness, their graceful forms reveal a lifetime shaped by evolution, patience, and extraordinary adaptation. For these remarkable fish, the flooded rice field is more than habitat. It is home, remembered through every root. Beneath the surface, life continues without pause. The smallest organisms sustain the largest stories in this remarkable freshwater ecosystem. Within this small territory, every journey returns to familiar shelter. In nature, survival is often built upon knowing one place exceptionally well. As the flooded rice fields rest beneath the quiet light of the moon, 2 betta fish disappear into the safety of ancient roots. Deep into the night, little appears to change. Yet beneath the still surface, every familiar movement. Even in darkness, the wetlands remain alive. Every root shelters life. Every current carries opportunity. Invisible to most eyes, countless tiny creatures continue their silent work through the night, sustaining the delicate balance of this remarkable ecosystem. Nothing here is hurried. Every gentle motion is part of an ancient rhythm, repeated night after night beneath the flooded fields. Their familiar territory offers safety, shelter, and certainty, in a world where even the smallest detail can shape survival.
Up close, every movement appears effortless. Yet each graceful motion is the result of extraordinary evolutionary refinement.
Within these quiet waters, memory is written not in words, but in pathways, landmarks, and instinctive routines repeated every day. Beyond the fish themselves lies an entire hidden universe, where even microscopic life helps shape the future of the wetland. In a territory no larger than a few square meters, these remarkable fish reveal the extraordinary richness hidden within an ordinary flooded rice field. As another day beneath the flooded rice fields comes to its quiet conclusion, 2 betta fish vanish into the shelter